Does multiverse exist? Currently, multiverse theory is just that, a theory. As it stands, the multiverse exists outside our current scientific understanding of reality. Theoretical physics suggests a multiverse is a hypothetical grouping of multiple universes. This means that our universe could be just one tiny universe in a much larger multiverse where many, possibly even infinite universes, are contained. Interestingly enough, even though much of multiverse theory is hypothetical or imagined, there is some scientific grounding to parts of it. But where to begin? Look up. All you can see is the sky-high buildings in the blue sky. Have you ever wondered what's beyond our galaxy that we send satellites to explore? With all the advanced technologies, the exploration is rapid, and we are reaching new frontiers, but you will never find an end. Space goes on as far as we can see, and everywhere we look, we see the same things, matter and radiation. In all directions, we find the same telltale signs of expanding universes. The leftover radiation from a hot, dense state. Galaxies that evolve in size, mass, and number. Elements that change abundances as stars live and die. So, do multiverses exist? The multiverse is an extremely controversial idea, but at its core, it's a very simple concept. Just as the Earth doesn't occupy a special position in the universe, nor does the Sun, the Milky Way, or any other location. The multiverse goes a step farther and claims that there's nothing special about the entire visible universe. Hello, and welcome to Factopia. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon so that you are notified every time we upload an awesome new video. Multiverse, a concept that our universe and all that is contained with it just a small part of really large structure. The entire structure, the unobservable universe, may itself be part of a large space-time that includes many other disconnected universes, which may or may not be similar to the universe we inhabit. You may wonder the possibility of proving the existence of a multiverse that leaves no trace of its existence. After all, experiments in physics and astronomy rely on measurable and confirmed observations. So, the possibility of finding an evidence that is beyond the observable universe puts the idea of multiverse in question. So, if you look far enough, you would encounter another version of you. In fact, infinite versions of you. I don't know about that. Some of these twins will be doing exactly what you're doing right now, while others will have worn a different sweater this morning, and still others will have made vastly different career and life choices. Because the observable universe extends only as far as light has had a chance to get in 13.7 billion years since the Big Bang. That would be 13.7 billion light years. The space-time beyond that distance can be considered to be its own separate universe. In this way, a multitude of universes exist next to each other in a giant patchwork quilt of universes. Bubble universe. In addition to the multiple universes created by infinitely extending space-time, other universes could arise from a theory called eternal inflation. Inflation is the notion that the universe expanded rapidly after the Big Bang, in effect, inflating like a balloon. Eternal inflation, first proposed by Tufts University cosmologist Alexander Vilenkin, suggests that some pockets of space stop inflating while other regions continue to inflate, thus giving rise to many isolated bubble universes. And in some of these bubble universes, the laws of physics and fundamental constants might be different than in others, making some universes strange places indeed. But if space is infinite, that means it must be a multiverse with infinite parallel realities according to Green. Here's the reasoning. Think of the universe and all of the matter in it as the equivalent of a deck of cards. Just as there are only 52 cards in a deck, there are only so many different forms of matter. If you shuffle the deck enough times, eventually the order of the cards you deal must repeat itself. Similarly, In an infinite universe, matter eventually would have to repeat itself and arrange itself in similar patterns. A multiverse with an endless number of parallel realms containing similar but slightly different versions of everything provides a neat, easy way to accommodate the need of repetition. Parallel universes. The idea comes from the possibility of many more dimensions to our world than the 3 of space and 1 of time that we know. In addition to our own 3-dimensional brain of space, other 3-dimensional brains may float in a higher dimensional space. A further wrinkle on the theory suggests that brain universes aren't always parallel and out of reach. Sometimes they might slam into each other, causing reopened Big Bang that reset the universes over and over again. Daughter universes. The theory of quantum mechanics, which reigns over the tiny world of subatomic particles, suggests another way multiple universes might arise. Quantum mechanics describes the world in terms of probabilities rather than definite outcomes, and the mathematics of the theory might suggest that all possible outcomes of a situation do occur in their own separate universes. For example, if you reach a crossroads where you can go right or left, the present universe gives rise to 2 daughter universes, one in which you go right and one in which you go left. What's amazing in this is there's believed to be a copy of yourself in each universe, either right or left, says Columbia University physicist Brian Greene. Mathematical universes. Scientists have debated whether mathematics is simply a useful tool for describing the universe, or whether math itself is the fundamental reality and our observations of the universe are just imperfect perceptions of true mathematical nature. If the latter is the case, then perhaps the particular mathematical structure that makes up our universe isn't the only option. And in fact, all possible mathematical structures exist as their own separate universes. Mathematical universe insists that there is a possibility of an independent universe and would continue to exist even if our universe ceases. Now, imagine this. We have an inflating universe on one hand and quantum physics on the other. We can picture inflation as a ball rolling very slowly on top of a flat hill. So long as the ball remains atop the hill, inflation continues. When the ball reaches the end of the flat part, however, it rolls down into the valley below, which converts the energy from the inflationary field itself into matter and energy. So, have we answered the questions? Maybe. But the fact is, unless we've got something wrong, the multiverse is inevitable, and the universe we inhabit is just a minuscule part of it.